What's going on, everybody? Stained Glass Assassin. It's been a few weeks since I made a video. It's just been a terrible 2 weeks, capping off a bad 6 months, capping off a crappy year. So I guess I've just been kind of in the doldrums for the last few weeks. Lord knows I got the time now. I don't know. Just haven't been motivated, I guess. Been moping around a little bit, but that's life. Just gotta move on and keep going. But I was thinking about, I wasn't even going to make a video tonight, but I got to thinking about Thanksgiving coming up and had some thoughts. Every Thanksgiving, my friends and family, I got a large circle of friends and family. We get together every year. They come from Washington State, parts of Texas, PA, Ohio, Florida, just depending on what time of the year it is. So we get together, we have a great time, and it's kind of a long weekend, and it's something I look forward to. And we definitely take the time on that weekend, this coming weekend, to, express how grateful we are, how thankful we are that we're able to do that every year. I'm especially grateful for that because my friends and family have been the one, solid point in my life that's always been there. They've always been in my corner. I know they always will be. So no matter how down I am, they're always going to be there for me. And I'm especially grateful, for each meal, every Thanksgiving that I get to see, some of my aging relatives, because I don't know how many more Thanksgivings we're going to have together. I don't know how many more days we're going to have together. Nobody knows, You never know when your time's up, so you have to appreciate, each day to its fullest. So, as I said, I wasn't really going to make a video kind of impromptu, but I got to thinking about how grateful and how thankful I am about Thanksgiving dinner, but then I thought about my current situation, and something kind of, just went through my head, and I thought, I spent 10 years as a personal trainer, and I almost exclusively worked with people with disabilities, mainly, MS, CP, spina bifida, paralysis, many individuals, elderly individuals coming off of hip surgery, knee replacement, back surgery, you name it. So when I tell you that getting up and out of a chair with ease for some of those individuals is nothing short of a miracle, I'm not exaggerating, okay? The ability to walk up steps on your own, the ability to go to the bathroom without needing help, or to put on clothes without needing assistance. I take those things for granted. I think most people do because we don't think about how great those actions are, or how, to have the ability to do that. But I've seen it firsthand when that gets taken away. And the old saying is, you really don't appreciate something until you lose it. So I thought to myself, despite this being easily the worst 6 months of my life, I'm still grateful and thankful for a lot of things. I'm thankful for the functional freedom that I have, the ability to do all those things that I just mentioned. Right before this video, I turned on the sink, got a quick glass of water because my throat was all dry, and I thought, there are countries where not only do they not have clean water, they don't have running water. To some kids, that would be like watching a magician's trick, but we just take it for granted. So, I don't know, I was thinking, I know there are lots of people in a similar situation like myself that are in a down period of their life, or, they have whatever it may be, they're struggling, they're going through a rough patch, and I'm not downplaying anybody's situation, but I had to stop and think, you know what, despite how bad your relative situation is, there's probably a good chance that there are people out there that have it way worse than you have it right now. Like I said, I can't even imagine some of the people, if they have a terminal illness. I can't watch any of those St. Jude's commercials without, I have to turn it off. I couldn't stomach that. I couldn't even imagine what that must be like for the parents, the children, and then you see all the horrible things on TV, human trafficking and forced labor and senseless murders and things, and I think, you know what? My situation right now for me is bad in the sense of I'm not doing well, but it could be so much worse. And I'm thankful that I live in the country that I do, and I have the freedoms that I have, and I have the family and friends that I surround myself with. But I'm going to stop and think for a moment about all those things that I take for granted that I really should be more appreciative of, thankful for, but I don't really give it a thought. I think it's healthy that everybody, regardless of their situation, again, I'm not downplaying your situation. You lose your job, you lost your wife, you have an illness. I'm not saying, oh, man up, suck it up. I'm just saying that I think it's healthy to think about the things that you might actually not realize that you're grateful for or thankful of. Some of the most selfless, upbeat individuals I've ever had the privilege to know are some of those clients I mentioned earlier. Doesn't matter their situation, they always think about other individuals. They're always concerned about someone else's well-being. They're always looking for the positives in their lives. And I take a cue from them because that's how they get through that situation. They don't dwell on the fact that they're wheelchair bound. That doesn't matter to them anymore. They care about their family, their friends, what they still have, not what they've lost. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're only human. I'm going to mope around for a couple weeks given my situation, or you're going to mope around for a few weeks, whatever happens. That's human nature, sure. And, time will pass and I'll eventually get out of this rut, but I think it's healthy to think about the things that you still have and that you are appreciative of, because I've met people, some of my friends have been at the end of their rope. It's like they're sinking below the waves, but there's that one aspect of their life that they're truly grateful for, or they're really thankful of, and that's the glimmer of hope that kind of keeps them from going underneath all the way. And you've read the stories of people being in horrific situations, and through it all they climb to the top and they become astronauts or groundbreaking scientists or whatever. So I think it all starts from a simple kind of reflection. And I know most people use Thanksgiving as the time to reflect on things, but I think that reflection should go beyond, the bounds of just one day a year. I think sitting down and thinking about those aspects of life and the freedoms you have, or the abilities that you probably take for granted, like walking up steps or going to the bathroom on your own, those should be things that should at least, get you moving a little bit more. I know even just before that's why I made this video, is because I was feeling down. I thought, oh, maybe I'll just crack a few beers and just mope around. But I thought, you know what? I thought about some of my clients, and man, I couldn't even get to the fridge if I was them, because they would need help. I thought, I'm going to share this message because there are probably some individuals just like me in the same exact situation that just need to think about, that one or two little things in life that might just, give them a little sense of hope. So I think this Thanksgiving, you're sitting around a table with your friends and your family, or whether you don't celebrate it or not, it is what it is. Take a moment and just reflect on some of those aspects of life that you are thankful for. You might have to think about it because you might have overlooked those aspects for, well, ever. But I think you might just realize that, again, your situation might be bad and rough, but chances are it could be a lot worse. And if you can use that for some type of motivation to give yourself a kick in the butt, maybe that's all it takes. And maybe this time next year, you'll be making a video talking about how you were down and out, and then you turn it all around. I'd love to watch that video. So that being said, I know this is going to sound kind of cheesy, but I want to take a moment and give thanks of my own. Now, I'm going to spend Thursday with my family, but when I started this channel 6 months ago, whatever, I was kind of right at the beginning of this rut that I'm in. So despite having a large circle of friends and family, there's only one or two people in that entire circle that I can have conversations about geek culture with. So I thought, let me go to a larger audience, bounce some of my ideas and thoughts and opinions off of you, the audience, and if there's some fellow geeks out there, they might give me back, an opinion or a response of their own. And it hasn't necessarily gone the way I wanted it to, because there have been some weeks of just down and out, kind of depressed and moping around, so I don't have the motivation. But I've got somewhere around here, I got a whole list of great ideas that I want to do, and I am going to do them. I am going to get out of this rut. But when I was making those videos, it was a new hobby for me, and I was excited to make the videos. I was excited to think about new content, So when I was recording the videos and learning how to use, my camera and do things, I'd keep, turning it off, turning it back on, trying to get the perfect take. And then, of course, I learned the magic of editing, which I don't like doing so much. So, but it was fun, and I definitely look forward to it. So I'm grateful that I have this platform to express my opinion, but I'm also very grateful for, despite I only have, a handful of videos and I don't reach a huge audience, but for anybody that has watched my videos, liked on them, commented on them, I thank you for that, because that's exactly what I was going for. And I know, like I said, it seems kind of cheesy, but I definitely look forward to checking to see if someone leaves a comment and, open up a dialogue, because that's what I wanted this channel to be. So I'm very grateful for that, and I'm going to be grateful moving forward, like I said, when I do create more content, and I hope things next year open up and we can just make a whole bunch of new videos. So, but I'm going to end the video now because, like I said, I was just an impromptu, just wanted to throw something out there. But have a wonderful holiday. Have a great Thanksgiving. Enjoy the time with your family and friends, not just because it's Thanksgiving, but every time you gather with them, because every time should be special. Stay safe, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.